The MMA community couldn't stop talking about one thing following Tom Aspinall's title battle with Cyril Gane, which ended in a dismal no contest. Michael Bisping used one eye to fight and win a UFC world title. Particularly among UK fighters and commentators who back Aspinall but can't resist bringing up Bisping's fabled toughness, the comparison between the two has been prevalent. In addition to fighting with one eye, the first ever UK champion went on to become the middleweight champion. Fighter safety comes first, Bisping said in support of Tom's choice to stop, but he then stirred things up by tweeting, "Mikey doesn't need another eye," in response to a post highlighting his own one-eyed title victory. That comment quickly went viral in MMA circles, igniting discussions over whether it was a typical Bisping joke or a subtle flex. Paddy Pimblett also offered his opinion, contrasting the two circumstances on his YouTube channel. He outlined the reasons why these situations are entirely different. Fans are still debating how far a fighter should go when the stakes are high and the lights are brightest, and the argument is still intensifying. Now let's get started.
Thick as it gets though, John Anik, you are not wrong. I think they've got to run that back, lad. Can't not do that fight again. It was shaping up to be a good fight, the best test Tom's had so far in the UFC. Good for Tom, lad, yeah. Feel bad for Cyril Gane too, even though it was his fault. It was unintentional, he didn't mean to do it. But still, it's his fault that the fight's not fucking continuing. You need to do something with the gloves, lad, so you can't do that with your fingers. This is mad. He can't see. So I don't know really what Tom's meant to do there. If he can't see, he can't be fighting, can he? Like, I know Bisping fought with one eye, but that was because he had to. Tom doesn't have to fight with one eye. So hopefully they just get that fight booked again, because that was shaping up to be Tom's toughest test he's ever had in the UFC. So hopefully that fight gets rebooked sooner rather than later. They're heavyweights. It's not like they need to do a big weight cut to get down to fight weight. As long as Tom's out, it's okay.
Impressive victory over Mario Batista at UFC 321. At the post-fight press conference, Umar Nurmagomedov discussed the battle and the startling knockdown he received from Batista's knee. Even though Umar dominated most of the fight, that one instance revealed a rare weakness in his otherwise impenetrable protection. For years, Khabib Nurmagomedov has been cautioning him about this. Umar acknowledged that the error wasn't brand new, stating that he frequently uses the same technique during training. Additionally, Khabib keeps telling him to quit reducing his level without the right preparation. However, he covered the cost this time. Nevertheless, Umar accepted full responsibility and pledged to put in more effort than ever to make it right and develop into a more capable fighter. This struggle was more than just another victory, it was a worthwhile educational experience. After being clipped, Umar swiftly regained control and dominated the remainder of the fight. He is still in the top 5 after this win, and he has probably solidified his position as the next contender for a title elimination. The crucial question now is whether he will face Morab Delaisi again if the Georgian defeats Peter Yan in December. All right, let's listen to what Umar had to say.
When my opponent went for the heel hook, I wasn't worried at all. It's a position they try to catch me in at the gym, but I always manage to escape it. It's not jiu-jitsu, it's not grappling. When someone goes for your leg and you're striking them, it's really hard for them to pull it off. So I didn't have any intense caution about it. Plus, he didn't fully commit to the submission. I've got decent flexibility, and heel hooks have always been tough to lock in on me. I slip out of them well. As for the knee I took, I've got this glitch in my stand-up defense. A habitual movement I need to get rid of. I tend to drop down instead of stepping back, and this time, I didn't fix it in time. Khabib has been warning me about this mistake during trainings. It's something I'll have to work on a lot to eliminate, because my opponents will notice it. Everyone I fight could exploit that. I need to clean it up. 100%. Nobody's perfect, but I'll keep working to get there.
Tom Aspinall is upset that Daniel Cormier interviewed him in the octagon immediately following Cyril Gane's vicious eye poke at UFC 321. After the fight, Aspinall's close friend and British analyst for TNT Sports, Adam Catterall, disclosed what Tom had stated. Aspinall expressed his displeasure with the timing, stating that the interview was badly conducted and that it might have been postponed until he had healed. When DC was interviewed by Joe Rogan following his knockout by John Jones, he had a habit of getting interviewed at the wrong moment. Later on, Joe acknowledged that he regretted it. Dana White has announced that Aspinall and Gane will rematch in early 2026, with January or February being the most likely dates. With 2 pay-per-views already scheduled for January, the UFC hopes to start massive fights to kick off their new Paramount agreement. Stars like Tom Aspinall and Ilia Topuria are anticipated to headline major events. The time is ideal. Let's examine Adam Catterall's thoughts regarding Tom's response.
He's got to, take responsibility in that moment. Say, listen, don't stick a microphone in that man's face. There's a situation going on. Let's get him out of the way, and therefore we can move the situation on now. But when the dust settles on this could actually turn out to be a good thing for the heavyweight division that we all thought was going to get absolutely obliterated by one particular guy. From a fight fan's point of view, you want to see competition, you want to see a bit of jeopardy, you want to have proper conversations about certain things, because there was a lot of positives for Cyril Gane to take away from, what did we get, 3 minutes or so with the fight that played out with Tom there. He's obviously leveled up over the last year.
Yeah.
Dana White's already said we are running this back straight away.
I didn't catch that.
He's running it back as soon as possible. So therefore, the conversation going into the next fight between these guys,
as a massive
but the conversation from a fan's point of view is going to be different.
He won't be as big a favourite as he was tonight. Far from it. A lot of people have watched that.
What were the odds tonight? How big of a favourite was Tom?
I think he was like plus 250.
Okay.
All right. It's pretty then. Michael Bisping disagrees with the MMA community's consensus that Ilia Topuria versus Paddy Pimblett is the next match. Because Justin Gaethje has stated that he is prepared to retire if he doesn't get the fight, he believes Justin could truly receive the opportunity. Given that Dana White wasn't exactly delighted about Gaethje placing the UFC in that situation with those remarks, Bisping's reasoning is highly dubious. According to Dana, a fighter shouldn't be fighting at all if he is already considering retirement. However, Ilia Topuria versus Paddy currently seems like one of the biggest bouts the UFC could organize. Additionally, the majority of commentators are inclined in that direction. Additionally, star power isn't the only factor. Both matches would be spectacular from a stylistic standpoint. One of the most brutal fighters in the business, Gage is a straight wrecking machine. Every time Paddy enters the cage, he creates havoc and constant pressure. In either case, pure action is guaranteed. The lightweight class has never been more packed than it is right now. Fans of the battle, what are your thoughts? In Topuria's first title defense at 155, who will take him on?
Still got Justin Gaethje out there as well. Justin Gaethje has made it very, very clear that he wants a title fight. Well, it's a 50-50 now. Arman's out of the equation. It's either Justin Gaethje or Paddy Pimblett. If I was a gambling man, I would say Ilia's going to end up fighting Justin Gaethje, simply because of time served, simply because the man deserves it. He is the human highlight reel. Yes, he's had 2 title fights in the past, and a 3rd title fight is hard to come by, but the man's been there, done it, got it all. He's put on Fight of the Year contenders almost every single time he fights, and I think he fights for the belt next, because Ilia Topuria has to fight at some time, okay? He's the reigning champion, and if he doesn't fight, then he will get stripped. Of course, he vacated the featherweight belt. He's undefeated. He's probably the pound-for-pound greatest fighter in all of the sport right now. Come at me in the comment section if you want to, but that's just my personal opinion.